Hey everyone! Tonight I have a spine-chilling story for you. It's about Tinashe and her terrifying night in the haunted house. It was a cold, moonless night when Tinashe decided to visit the old house at the edge of town. The house had been abandoned for years, but the rumors of strange happenings and ghostly whispers were too tempting for her to ignore. With only the faint glow of her phone's flashlight, she pushed open the creaky door. The hinges groaned as if they were alive. Inside, the air was thick with dust and cobwebs clung to the corners. Her footsteps echoed through the empty house. Suddenly she heard a soft whisper. "Tinashe," the voice murmured, as if it was right behind her. She spun around, but the hallway was empty. A shiver ran down her spine. "It must be the wind," she whispered, though her voice trembled. But then the whispers grew louder. "Tinashe, you shouldn't be here." The air grew colder, and she felt an unnatural presence behind her. She turned slowly and saw a shadowy figure at the end of the hallway. The figure was tall and thin, its face hidden in darkness, but its eyes, bright and glowing, stared directly at her. Tinashe's heart raced. Her instincts screamed at her to run, but she was frozen. The sound of footsteps behind her grew louder, and the shadow moved closer. "You know what happened here, don't you?" The figure spoke again. Tinashe had heard the rumors. The house once belonged to a family, and each member had mysteriously vanished. Some said the family was cursed. Some said they'd been consumed by the darkness of the house itself. The figure's face emerged from the shadows. It was her, but it wasn't. A woman with hollow eyes and a twisted smile stood before her. "You are the one who must stay," she said. Tinashe stumbled back in fear. The house shook, the walls cracked and groaned. With all her strength, Tinashe bolted for the door. The whispers followed her, but she didn't stop until the cold night air hit her face. She turned to look back, and the last thing she saw were those glowing eyes, staring at her from the darkened windows, promising that the house would never forget. To this day, Tinashe never speaks of what happened that night, but sometimes, when she's alone in her room, she swears she hears those same whispers again. "Tinashe, you can't escape us." Sleep tight and remember, some places should never be visited. Good night.